Hello, my friends! Stay a while and listen! Welcome to Pico Playtime, the video series where I like to make cheesy references to games from 20 years ago. Today's game is not from 20 years ago, it's from March, and it's called Starjump by the developer called Lucatron. Let's get it loaded up because there's a lot to talk about with this one, as usual. So yeah, Starjump 1.0 by Lucatron. Featured, I might add, on... Let's get onto the featured list. There it is, featured on Pico 8. So this is a good game. It's not just me who thinks it. It is a good game. Let's get it loaded up. Now, this is a very quiet game because the soundtrack is a separate thing to the Pico 8 cartridge. Normally, on Pico 8 games, the music is made in Pico 8, kind of all chiptune stuff. Pico 8's got like 4 channels of sound. Things have a very certain sound. Lucatron obviously want to do something different for this game, so the soundtrack is available as a video on YouTube. So once I start playing, we're going to be setting that off, and I'm going to be showing you Starjump. Now, Starjump is a top-down platform game. Now, that on its own is kind of worthy of mention. A top-down platform game. You don't see many of those. It's got some really cool mechanics in, some really cool level design. There's a really cool... I'm saying everything's cool. There's a really good level difficulty curve progression thing. Yeah, so I'm going to try and show as much as the game as I can whilst listening to the lovely ambient soundtrack. Is there anything in the description that we want to know about? Not really. It's very light on details. That makes things nice and quick. Anyway, let's get into the game then. So I'll set off the soundtrack, and then we can... There we go. Now we can have a go. So, here we are. That was well timed, wasn't it? Okay, first thing I'm going to do is pause the game, because by default there will be a wobble effect like so, and you can adjust the wobble effect on the pause menu, and yes, it makes everything look very stylish. This is a very stylish looking game, a very minimal looking game. Look at that logo. Cool logo, and we'll actually see some of those. You know, I'm just thinking, do the levels spell out Starjump? Maybe they do. Anyway, I'm going to turn the wobble effect down a little bit because I do find it a little bit. I have a little bit of wobble, but yeah, I like the fact that we can customize that because I like it off. You can have the timer on if you want to show off your speedrunning skills. I'm not going to be doing that, so I'm going to hide the timer. Although if I have it on, I'll know how long I've been talking for. No, I'm going to leave it off. Very helpfully, there is a skip button. So if you're stuck on a particular part of the game, you can skip it. Reset progress. Should I do that? There we go. I was already at the beginning. Yeah, this game saves your progress. So when you come back to it, you can pick up where you left off. So, let's get on with it then. So, I'm using a controller. I'm not sure if it's easier with a controller or a keyboard. I'm using a controller because I just like that. Oh, this music's going to be interesting. Very cool. So, it's a kind of top-down platformer. We are the little star, the titular star, and we can jump. It's very clever, the naming for this game, isn't it? So, yeah, when we jump... It's, you know, you've played a platformer before. Whoops, I died. So, there isn't any lives in this game. There's a kind of infinite respawn thing. So, yes, we are going to be getting into some precision platforming shenanigans. I have a long and difficult history with precision platformers. I'm going to try my best with this one. Let's touch the music down a little bit so I'm not shouting. So, let's carry on. So, it starts off easy enough. It gets us used to the movement. There's very nice movement. There's no like momentum or anything like that. You can stop instantly, which makes things nice. Might take you a little bit of getting used to. Oops. So as you can see, if you die, you kind of respawn on the first or the last white space that you were stood on. And as you can see, some of the levels are quite complicated, some of them are quite small. And yeah, as we go through the game, as you go through the game, we're going to be asked to kind of master more and more of the kind of jumping and the timing. And yeah, the progression of the levels, the difficulty curve, if you like, is really well done in this. It was only really quite near the end of the game before I started getting really stuck and just going into the kind of precision platformer nightmare death loop. Oh, there's a reference for you. So I appreciate the difficulty curve. You can see what I mean about the logo, and some of the bits of the levels look kind of like the logo. That's a cool little touch, isn't it? Anyway, we'll be coming back to this area. Now, if we were going to skip at this point, you can see we can skip in a direction. So you have to kind of know where you're going to skip to. You can't just skip anywhere you want, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Oh, we've got our first new mechanic. We have got some moving platforms. So let's keep things moving along. I've been talking for quite a while. As you can see, it kind of builds things up in a nice way. Oh, look. Things are already starting to get a little bit more complicated. Oh, hey, ha. There we go. Oh, my. Yes, things will start to get more and more complicated. But I really think that the difficulty on this is really well done. I am not the best precision platformer in the world. I found this... Oh, look, we're back here again. I found this a good challenge. It wasn't frustrating. Now, enough about the kind of gameplay. Let's have a look at these graphics then. The graphics are really cool. If I turn the wobble effect all the way up, oh my, that looks bonkers. It's all kind of vector-based, isn't it? Very clever. Very different looking. What I like to... Oh, one of the things I like to do with Pico Playtime is try and show the kind of range of what Pico 8 can do. This shows... This doesn't look like any other Pico 8 game I've played, so that's cool. And this music too. I'm enjoying this. This really goes well with the game, doesn't it? Some people think that having a soundtrack kind of separate from the cart on YouTube, some people consider that cheating. I think it's quite a nice little touch. Not many games do it, so, you know, it's nice when it happens, isn't it? Oh, we need to be doing this. Hey, there we go, that was good. So as you can see, these kind of peach-coloured circles, we can hop on those, but they disappear. Oh, what is going on here? I remember how to do this. So, yeah, there's quite a few parts of the game where you need to... Shall I try that one instead? Quite a few parts of the game where you need to set off a platform that moves and then land on it somewhere else. And that's a little motif that we're going to see again, again and again. Now, you could see there, one of the quirks of the movement in this game is that there isn't any momentum whatsoever. Sometimes a little momentum might actually kind of help, I think. I don't know whether it's because I'm playing on a controller that I find some bits a little bit tricky. Try it on both. There's also another good reason I don't use a controller in these videos, and it's because I've got a mechanical keyboard, and it's the noisiest thing ever, so that's why I'm not using that. Anyway, if you don't care about your neighbours, the people that live in the sort of the same kind of, you know, in the immediate vicinity of your house, you know, in your part of the world, if you don't care about those guys being able to get to sleep, you know, use a mechanical keyboard like I'm doing, because they're very loud. This is very interesting now. I'm just going to check what the soundtrack's doing. I think we've gone to another... Yes. So the two songs on the soundtrack are called Dusk and Dawn. This is Dawn. Can I put this into a loop? Can I loop it? I'm sure you can do that on YouTube. I can't remember the last time I looped something. I'm sure it's possible. Is it that? Autoplay? No, don't do that. This is exciting, isn't it? Watching me mess about off camera with YouTube. I'm just going to have to remember that. I can't remember how you do that. Anyway, let's carry on, because this is a pretty bonkers little level we've got here. Lots of hopping, skipping and jumping. With our controls then, very simple controls. We have a small hop, and if we hold jump, we jump for a longer period of time. Okay? It's radical, this, isn't it? This is a platformer. We have jumping. Different heights of jumping, you know? I'm sure you've seen this before. Oh, this is going to require some coordination. Oh. You can kind of blast your way through some of these levels I'm not sure if I'm doing it in a particularly clever way or not. This is a good level. I like this one. So we kind of have to kind of not die. We kind of have to bounce our way up. Do I need to use this first one? Let's try. No. We have to kind of bounce our way up. Just like that. Did you see how well I did that? How I was able to talk whilst doing that. Let's carry on. Oh, try that again. It's like Frogger, this, isn't it? Oh, I realised that that platform moves a lot faster and disappears. I'm going to have to time this, aren't I? So if I jump now... No. No. Oh, I'm struggling to talk and play this at the same time. It's a good job it's not counting how many lives I have, because I would have run out by now. Oh, thought I had it then. No. No. If this looks like the sort of game that you want to play, I would advise you to go on to Itch right now and play it. Or play it on Splore, where it has been featured. You want to check out the soundtrack. I'm enjoying the soundtrack a lot. I keep saying this in these videos, but is this soundtrack on Bandcamp? It'd be really cool if it was. I'd love that. Anyway, oh my. You can see we're getting into the later parts of the game now. Things are getting a little bit more intensive. So when I jump on this white platform above, that's going to set off on the little track there. And I'm going to have to kind of hop on these peach coloured circles for a little bit until it makes its way around. Let's see if I can do that first time. Nope. Second time. When you complete the game, it tells you how many times you've died. That could be kind of embarrassing, I think. Oh, 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 oh. No, nearly. Let's try that again. I need to get more of a rhythm, I think, bouncing up and down, don't I? So each time you hop, that kind of resets your jump. You can kind of like make the longer jumps and hops and things. It's hard to explain. The controls are very natural, very crisp. I like the controls a lot. Oh, this is testing all of my agility, my ambidextrousness, my dexterity. I think that was the word I was looking for there, wasn't it? Oh my god, this is like a giant spiral shape. Oh wow. I'm sure there's a clever way of doing this, rather than just hopping at random from circle to circle. Oh, oh, oh. Do I need to kind of go the other way around maybe? Shall I try that? No, that didn't work. The hopping, or the wobble effect I should say, I ended up turning that off because it seemed to make, or it felt like it was making areas like this a lot harder. It's kind of important knowing where you're going to land, and if you've got the platforms wobbling around, that can get kind of tricky to know where you are in the level. But the option, there we go, the option is there to turn it on or off. So I appreciate that. If you're not too bothered about knowing what's happening, turn the wobble effect up. You know? It's nice having options though, isn't it? That's really good. I wonder if we're going to get to the colour changing section. Further into the game, oh, here's our first cannon. Further into the game, we're going to get to a sections where these black and white platforms switch. We can't go through the black bits, but we can go through the white bits, and yeah, they're going to switch. It's like Ikaruga. I think I need to loop the soundtrack again. It's a nice little soundtrack that. Let's go back before it auto plays something else. Oh no, are we going to get an advert? Yeah. Thanks MailChimp. I'm going to use your services. Thanks for that, YouTube. Totally wrecking my video there. Thanks for that. Yeah, if this soundtrack is on Bandcamp, I'll be very happy about that. Here we go. So, as you can see, when a cannon fires us, we can jump kind of mid-air to kind of cancel the travel. I think we just have to kind of go. How do we get through this? Do I just have to shoot my way through? There we go, that's how you do it. I remember. So, if I fire myself into the cannon, from the cannon into the peach coloured circle. You can see I can kind of hop along. There we go. I really love the graphical style in this game. Very minimal, very stylish. It's nice as well on Pico 8 to see the different colours or different colours being used. Pico 8 games often have a very particular look, which is one of the strengths of Pico 8, that they have this good kind of, I mean, the Pico 8, the default Pico 8 palette is a work of genius, and the other colours are cool as well. But it's still nice to see games that have kind of different minimalistic palettes being used. I think this game looks really cool. Is what I'm trying to say. I have no idea what I'm doing on this one. I need to kind of... Okay. Okay, this doesn't look so stupid, so... Okay, maybe not. You know what I said about it getting harder? It's starting to get harder. Oh. One thing I haven't mastered yet is getting the kind of long hops from those peach coloured circles. Do I need to hop over that, I wonder? Is that going to do it? Hey, there we go. You see? Nice puzzle solving in this game. I like it a lot. Oh, here we go. This is where things get a bit more challenging. Here we go. Right. This is where it becomes a bit of a nightmare. We have colour changing. Quite a few games do something similar to this, isn't there? It's not a platform game, but it's like the Ikaruga thing, isn't it? Black and white. Now this one took me a while to figure out. If I die now, I respawn here, and that respawns that circle. That's a good little trick, that, isn't it? Here's where, as well, here's a little kind of wrinkle in how the skip mechanic works. Skipping levels now, the exit for this level is on the right-hand side at the bottom. Now, I'm not sure, rather, if the skip works if we're not the right course. So sometimes, to get the skips to work, you do need to kind of swap colours somehow. So it's not a kind of one-size-fits-all kind of level skip, but it's still a nice touch, isn't it? I mean, here's a nice little touch. Let's just go back onto that, if I can. Can I make that jump? Can I make that jump? No, I can't. Anyway, I really like the little cloud effect on the cannon things. That's cool. That's nice. Okay, so this looks like an area we're going to be revisiting when we're a different colour. Let's have a look. Oh, I remember this bit. Oh. Oh. Not entirely sure what I stood on there, but I'll go with it. Here we go. Look, we're back. So yeah, I think this is a pretty cool platformer. Like I say, how many times, or how many top-down platformers can you think of? I mean, I'm sure they exist. It's not something you see very often, is it? This one's a bit of a nightmare. There we go. Oh, I think this is one of the ones I got stuck on. Let's see if I can do it second time. Oh, third time round. Yeah, I'm going to have a lot of deaths on this, aren't I? Is that right? No! No! There we go. I think I need to kind of fire myself on that cannon and then jump really quick. When you've been fired, you can kind of interrupt your travelling to jump again. Kind of cancel the movement. Like that. That was good, wasn't it? Oh, here we go. This is a difficult one. I have no recollection of how I did this. Okay, so we need to get the white platform to go through the black bit. Whoops. Then I need to hop into this cannon. And I think I need to kind of climb up. There's a lot of hopping involved in this. This is one of the later areas in the game, so I don't mind if I do die a few times on this. We're at 20 minutes. Can I do this in the next 5 minutes and have a nice 25-minute video, do you think? Let's find out. Ah! No. I mean, we are very close to the end of the game here, and this is where things are starting to get a little bit more difficult. So, you know, I'm going to give that a pass. I do... Oh. Right. I think that's it, isn't it? Let's see if I can do this without screwing it up. Hey, there we go. 17 minutes, 90... 91 deaths. Right, the first time it took me about, I don't know, half an hour or so just to get to that screen. So, there we go. There's obviously a certain element of learning and getting better at this game. Anyway, there you go. That was Starjump, everyone. A cool kind of minimalist platformer. It's a top-down platformer. That's interesting enough, I think, because I've not played many games like this. Cool music, by the way. I like the ambient music. Very cool, that. Interesting. Check out the soundtrack on YouTube. You can play the game on itch. I put a link down below. Also, check out Lucatron's other games and projects. I believe are on itch. I was looking at the... where are we? I was looking at his Lexaloffle page, and he's got a few interesting projects on there. Let's see what's on itch. Yes, Marbles 2. A Pico 8 marble like. Sounds interesting. Yes, anyway, thank you for watching. That was Starjump by Lucatron. Check out the links. Follow Lucatron on Twitter for lots of Pico 8 and music-based goodness. And yes, thank you for watching this video. Should I do the social media thing where I tell you to don't forget to like and subscribe? Or shall I just let you do whatever you want? Anyway, that's it. That's it. That's my video. This is my outro. I'm terrible at outros. If you made it this far in the video, I thank you once again. Something that I'm thinking of doing actually in future is... Let's see if I can come out of Starjump now. There's an interesting new feature of Splore, which was added recently, the Lucky Draw. I'm thinking of doing some Lucky Draw kind of videos. That might be quite fun. It might be quite interesting. Anyway, let me know if you think that's a cool idea, and I will do something about it. That's it. I'm finishing the video now. Go and play Starjump. It's fun. So smooth. So professional. Right, there we go. I'm off. Bye.